afternoon, everyone. It is currently 4:53 on Monday, the 22nd of September. I am about to go home because I do have Cookie with me, so I'm excited to have him for this week. But I have a few updates for you guys this Monday, and I'm excited to do a weekly vlog. I don't think I've done one of these since the first week of school, so I'm excited to get back into the weekly vlogs. Let me go ahead and show you those updates. Now, this is going to be so fun. I'm going to take these home and I'm going to laminate them. But for those that remember, I have shown the students how the novellas are created, guys. They're so fun. I did post a few clips of these students working on them. They're going to be so cool. They're really excited to see how they turn out, and we're going to post them all throughout the portable. We're going to put them outside so the laminating sheet will protect it from the weather. It is supposed to rain today or like this week, so hopefully the laminating sheet will be okay. This one's actually pretty unique. My goodness, they did like the flags. How fun. So I'm excited to see how they turn out, so keep in touch for that. Now, I will say thank goodness that I decided to take the time to write a really good agenda, objective, and closing today, because guess who was in my room today to do a walkthrough? The principal and the instructional coach. They really liked my lesson because when they came in, we were finishing up our Prepare Module 2 books and we were entering our data folders, and they loved that I was talking about data, about how to grow points, about how to, if you did not meet, we want to see you get approach or meet. If you got masters, we want you to stay at masters. If you got meet, we want you to go to meet. And then I wrote a really good objective and closing, so they were really happy with how everything turned out. So I'm really happy that I do it the morning of, because I know I'm supposed to do the objective and closings like before I leave, so it's ready for the next day. But you know what, sometimes great moments come to me at the beginning of the day. Now, if I'm ever not here, or if I ever run late or tardy, we might be in a pickle, but I think we'll be okay. Now, those module 2 books, we have already prepared them. So look at the difference. Now, last time module 1, the Learn book was a lot thicker and the Succeed book was thinner, but in this case they're actually the same size. The Learn book is just a little bit thicker, but honestly you cannot really tell the difference when you're holding them. So one way I did module 1, and I'm so glad because now module 2 they just kind of know how to do it, I separated by a pink tape and a black tape, and that is for everybody. So pink and blue, not pink and blue, I'm sorry, pink and black, pink and black, pink and black, pink and black. So that way, if I tell them, all right, take out your Learn book, they're not struggling to like read this, because you know, sometimes kids don't read. They're a little bit lazy. And I can just tell them, take out the one with the pink sticker. Plus, pink is a lot more vibrant than black, so it just stands out a little bit more, so they're easier to pick the right one. I do tell them that Succeed is like their homework, and I do tell them to read the homework helper because it does have some really useful information, except not when it's wrong. Blue bonnet, what is this? 4 meters does not equal 4,000 centimeters. It's supposed to be 400. So, Blue bonnet, you gotta get your act together, because that's not correct. You know it's serious when I had to pull out Google. 4 meters equals 400 centimeters. So, care to explain, Blue bonnet? It's guys, first edition for real. But either way, I digress. Now we have both Learn and Succeed, and we do have extra copies in case we get extra students. So there's my extra copies for any additional help. I also put all of the lesson plans for module 2, so that way I just flip them over and then I just show the current lesson that we're on. So this is always has to be posted right by my teacher desk, as well as the back area. This one is module 2, and this will last until the end when we take our module 2 test. The last update that we really have in this classroom is I went to the main office and I did ask if they have anchor chart paper, and they have both the blank as well as the lined. I used to have the grid one, but we're not doing Success Maker anymore, and I mean, we could do something with iExcel. By the way, the lights are off because it's past 5, but I'm not really sure how to incorporate iExcel into like a pumpkin or into like a bat, or what was the other one, like a tree, I think, for Christmas. So we'll think about it. I'll see if I can get some more of those grid, because they currently just buy the lined and the blank. There's no more grid paper anywhere in the school. I do have something to actually hang this up on the wall, but I actually don't know where it is. I think it's in the closet somewhere, but it's like one of those hanging things that are used to hang those post-its, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna have to look for a scavenger hunt one of these days, because I don't remember. The reason why I actually wanted to get anchor chart, because I actually do want to make anchor charts for the students, because I was trying to not do anchor charts because I didn't really have a lot of usable space. But honestly, I think I'm gonna have to start using this. I did wanted to put the math word wall, but truth be told, these kids can barely read, and I feel like anchor charts are the better option of the two. I might put these, but it might be back there, because my students last year did use them. I did see them use it a lot, but I don't know, I just feel like these kids would benefit more from anchor charts. So I'm gonna put like 1, 2, 3 could fit on the top, and then 4, 5, 6 could fit on the bottom. So 6 anchor charts at a time could be right there. Now I wanted the blank one or the lined one, because sometimes I write crooked. I can't be one of those pretty anchor chart people. I wanted to go ahead and write this. Now I'm gonna write something else for meter, because tell me, how many 9 or 10-year-olds, especially lower students, know what a countertop is? Really? You know what they're gonna call a countertop? A table. That's what they're gonna call it. They don't know that word. Maybe they might know counter, but countertop, there's no way. This, they know this. Now, staple, yes and no. They know a stapler, but the actual thing that goes in it, they might not know. I'm gonna see tomorrow when I ask, because this is lesson 1, how many students actually know what a staple is, and then I'll tell them it's actually what you insert with the stapler. Now, look at this one. Distance from school to the train station. Yeah, like, let me go to my nearest train station in Houston, Texas. We don't have no trains. Like, the nearest one is maybe, actually, where I used to live with my parents. That's like 25 miles away. That's ridiculous. So, like, what if a school is right by a train station? That's misleading. And what if a place has no train stations? Like, maybe we have 2 or 3 in Houston. But I think I might change this to the bus station, because they see the metro bus. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what to put for this one. So I'm gonna look at more examples of what a kilometer is, and then try to change that, because that is ridiculous. So I'm gonna come in a little bit early tomorrow, and I'm gonna make that anchor chart really fast, super simple, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm over here preparing to put stickers in the sticker store, but I want to show you a few things, including my first ever anchor chart. Guys, it looks so good for me doing it just this morning. Now, I will say though, I shall not lie, the lesson today, it did not go well. Oh my goodness, we definitely are going to have to do lots of small groups, lots of intervention, lots of practice, because they were looking at me like deer in headlights, and what the heck is this teacher saying? They probably all like want, and I try to do so many examples, but I just knew, yeah, they don't know. Like, if they got it, they got it. If they don't, they definitely don't. And I had pretty much the majority don't. Oh my god, y'all. Now, tomorrow, it's pretty much going to be the exact same as what we learned today, just with different units. I think tomorrow is grams and kilograms, and then on Wednesday is liter to milliliters. So I know there's like 1,000 range. So today was kilometers to meters, and then meters to centimeters. And I will show you this anchor chart in just a minute, because I'm in love with it. Now, I do want to show you the talaveras, because I did post them outside, so I am excited. Let me go ahead and put these stickers, and I will get to y'all in a second. Sticker store is fully stocked. I tried to give more options, such as Baby Yoda and Hello Kitty, because I know my girls like Hello Kitty, and more of my boys do like these sports stickers. Now sometimes my girls do pick these sports stickers, but more than likely my boys will. I am going to show you my anchor chart that I created just this morning. It took about 10 minutes. I did mess up one time, so I had to restart, but luckily it was like towards the beginning. But guys, I absolutely am in love. I love how this looks. I decided at first to just do the black and white version just because I didn't have access to a color printer, but then during my playing time I decided, let me go ahead and just put them in color just to give them some pop, and it does stand out from the black and white. I'll show you a picture of what it looked like before. I added some extra help just in case students need to remember how to add or subtract with different units. We did have a birthday party in the other class, and they came right before dismissal to give me a cupcake for their birthday, so how sweet of them. Now we are outside. Apologies for the noise, it might be a little windy, but guys, we have the talaveras up and they look so good. Look at it. So this is the back side. You guys can kind of see the updates. Everything looks so good, from the grayish / bluish floors to the red doors to the red trims. It looks so good. So here are a couple of the designs. I love how they look. I did attach them with a magnet just on the back. I might put some masking tape just to kind of hold it a little bit more steady against the wind, but I should not have any trouble with them falling down. And then if we go over here, we have the other side. Guys, look how I wanted this side to be the more better looking side, but look how that looks. Oh, it looks so good. So we have all different this one's really cool. I like this one. All of them are with a magnet on the back because our portables are magnetic. And then we have over here so they can walk through, see all the laveras. I love it. I love it. And my room is right here, so I can always see if any fall down. But I am absolutely in love with how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home because I am tired. Now, the only thing that I really have to do tomorrow, that I have to finish by tomorrow, is I need to send the agenda to my principal for open house, and I do need to make like a little sign that says, hey, come to our open house for Thursday. We'll talk about data, we'll talk about grades, we'll talk about like behavior, and I need to also create a sign-up sheet for Mondays, Wednesdays, and maybe Fridays, because Tuesdays and Thursdays are our like team planning day, so we have to like meet up with the principal or a district leader or curriculum specialist or somebody, you know, the jazz. So really we only have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays option open. So I'm gonna have a sign out sheet or sign in sheet, and you can like sign up for a conference starting in probably October because it's already September 23rd. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye y'all. Hello lovely people, it is Wednesday after school. It is currently 4:56. I'm gonna get out of here in about 5 minutes. I just want to show y'all a new anchor chart that I made and a few things around the classroom. But tomorrow is open house. I am not mentally, physically, emotionally prepared for it because the parents have to do like these consent forms for the nurse and for the clubs and for counseling, I think, and it's just a hassle. And then they also have to do this Skyward thing that takes like 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I don't think parents would want to do that, but they got to do it. We're literally going to keep them hostage here until they do it, and it's not going to be normal dismissal. Like, we're going to hold the kids here, and then the parents have to park and come in, and that kind of increases engagement. Basically forcing the parents to come and go to open house unless they are the bus riders. The bus riders take a free pass because they go home nonetheless. Now, let me show you the new things around the classroom, and then I will most likely see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Here are my two anchor charts. So lovely. Mostly vocabulary words, but most important, the conversions that we have been working on for the past 2 days. Today we focused on 1 kilogram to 1,000 grams, and then tomorrow will be 1 liter to 1,000 milliliters. I am going to put pictures like how I did here. I'm just going to print those at home, but I did this one just right after school, so that way I could have it for the students tomorrow. We do have some fall decoration. I do want to add some more pumpkins. I do want to get rid of this. I might take it home or put it above or inside the cabinet just for now, just to kind of hide that away. But I do love how this looks. I love how it curves around so you can still see the whiteboard. Nothing gets blocked, and it's just a cute little fall statement. I want to add more fallish, Halloween kind of coming up, October theme. So that's super exciting. This is going to be a standout moment, and the curtain is going so well. Same thing here. Now this one keeps falling. I do think I need to buy another piece of the Velcro strip because it just keeps falling. This one is good for some reason. This one does not fall. But I think this one, I have like opened it and closed it so much that I think either the window's dirty so it's not sticking very well, or there's some kind of adhesive that it's just not going very well with the Velcro strip. Now, in terms of behavior, the only thing that I'm having trouble with is the restroom, because they're keeping the restroom clean. But for some reason, my affirmation cards are getting the worst of it, because this is what they kind of look like in the back. Plus, I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know if they're like spraying water at the mirror, and so water kind of drips down. You can kind of see a little bit of water damage right here and right here, because they're not ripping them, they're not changing them, they're not like moving them. It's really just somehow water is getting onto the mirror, and then they're trying to clean it up, or I don't know what they're doing, but it's just like a mess. And then I know this is more like a Mexican culture thing, because honestly, my mom and my dad kind of taught me like, oh, when you're running out of soap or dish soap, put a little bit of water and then it will last longer. Yeah, I don't really want that in my classroom, because honestly, I've never really liked that piece. So my students, when they're done with the soap, they're actually putting water, and this is all just soapy liquid. So I'm gonna tell them, guys, I know this is like a Mexican thing, because trust me, I learned it as a kid, I understand it, but we're not going to add water to our soaps once they're done. Just go ahead and throw them out, and then I will replenish with a brand new soap, because these are definitely much better. Plus, I honestly don't like these don't clean. Now they did refill it. We go to the restroom here. They did refill the soap because this had run out. That's why I had the two soaps here, but they did refill it, so that's gonna last for a little bit while. But yes, guys, look, my affirmation stations. So I did clean it because it was like filled with water stains, and I'm telling you, I don't know what the kids are doing. So I'm gonna talk to them tomorrow about, you know, because honestly, the kids do a really great job. Like, I look in here every couple of times, and they do keep the restroom clean. Like, I don't see toilet paper, I don't see things ruined. Like, they're doing a great job of keeping this organized, and it really is truly like a good class, and there is no mess. It's just for some reason when they're here and they wash their hands, I don't know what they're doing, but they're like spraying or throwing, or I don't know what they're doing to the mirror, but they're throwing water, and then the water gets on top of the affirmations cards, and then it gets water damage. So I'm going to replace them. I'll print it out today, laminate it, cut them out, but I won't put them until Friday afternoon, and then they'll have it back for next week. Now if it happens again, I'm just gonna have to take out the affirmation cards like I did last year for a good week or two. But I do love my affirmation cards, and I hope the students love them too. So hopefully this is gonna like encourage them to like, oh shoot, you know, it looks kind of boring in here now, it doesn't look colorful, let me go ahead and stop messing around. But I will reset that expectation, because I did talk very thoroughly about keeping it clean. I don't want to see toilet paper, but I didn't really so much talk about not throwing water on the mirror. I didn't think I would have to do that, but never assume, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. Look how awesome my cards look. That yellow is bugging me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I might take it off, which we shall see. Now the lights did turn off because it's currently 5:05, so I'm gonna get out of here. The last thing I want to show you is this other anchor chart. Now I taught the kids what to do when they're done with the main lesson, and it was pretty much mathematical games, shut the box, choice boards, or learn with manipulatives, which is kind of new. That one they don't really use because it is kind of a, you know, handful. But now that we've done iExcel, I just want to make sure that they understand we're not playing games, we're not going on YouTube, we're not going on coolmathgames.com, we're going to iExcel, we're going to, like, there's choices, but you have to be wise with your choices. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I will see y'all tomorrow, maybe, like I said, because tomorrow's open house. Bye, y'all. Hello, everybody. I'm about to go home. I got my keys, but guys, today was open house, and it was a bit of a hot mess. Hot mess express. I truly did not believe it was going to be that bad. A lot of parents showed up because we kind of forced them to show up, but it was my idea. I will take full granted for it, full responsibility. But my thought was, instead of having like 100 parents with their little siblings come into our room and like having us to talk, because it was mostly going to be me because I'm the Spanish speaker. My two partner teachers, they don't speak Spanish, and most of our parents are Spanish speakers, no English at all whatsoever. So I thought maybe we could do stations, 3 teachers, 3 stations. You go to me, you finish the station, you get a signature, go to the next station, get a signature, go to the 3rd station, get a signature. Once all signatures have been collected, then you go get your students. It did not go well. It didn't go well, but honestly, it was kind of my fault because I like sprung this on them like last minute. I thought about this like 2 days ago and I didn't really fully implement it, or like, you know, I thought that they would be okay with just the information that I gave them, but I feel like I needed to show them what I wanted, more like the kids. But I mean, there were some good parts, but overall it was really just a hot mess express. We got through it, but I don't think I'll be doing that in the future. If not, I just have to like refine it so it's a little bit more balanced. I think the data was the hardest part because, you know, all the parents were asking questions and it was just a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go home. I'm just gonna think about this terrible day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Well, everybody, it is that time. It is Friday after school. It is currently 4:47. I'm about to go home and enjoy my weekend with Cookie, and I think my parents are coming over this weekend to the apartment to decorate for fall and Halloween, so I'm super excited about that. But other than that, we had a pretty good week. I'm not gonna lie though, next week's lesson for lesson 5 is going to be a little bit of a doozy because it combines everything that we have learned from lessons 1 through 4. But that was pretty simple, like the kids are really confident with it. But now we're going to apply it to word problems, and you guys know that word problems are the bane of everyone's existence because there's always something to trip them up. They do something wrong, they don't understand, they don't read the whole problem. So I'm going to mentally prepare myself to be doing a lot of small groups next week. After that, we're going to work on input output tables, and then we will take our module test. I'm not sure if we'll take it next week or most likely the week after that. I'm going to just show you my anchor charts, how it looks like, because I absolutely love them, and I'm going to let y'all go. Let's go, y'all. First update that we have, I do have a little bit of arts and crafts here, especially in that bin there, because the art teacher has been asking students to bring in materials for their 3D project in art class. So I do have a couple things that the students have not yet taken to art class just because they were absent or they left early or something of that, or they just probably forgot it in my class. Now here, if you guys see it, is the box for the home phone, and these inside right here, those are all the screws that came out of. So what I'm using in the meantime is the box that they gave me for like admin stuff, or at the end of the school year they told us to keep it. Well, now it's going to be the temporary phone box for now. All the iPads do fit, all the cell phones do fit, and honestly I feel like the kids like it a lot more than the box because they were always trying to shove all the iPads in. I think only 4 iPads could fit comfortably, but then someone started bringing the 5th iPad, and that is when the box started breaking. So now we have to upgrade to a bigger box. I know it's not locked, but at least they are put away and they are remembering to put it in here for now. Here we have our beautiful anchor charts, and I totally thought that the 3rd one would be customary units of measurement, but technically that's not till module 7, so I'm a little bit surprised to see that. But I'm super excited. The 3rd one most likely will be input output tables because that will be coming up in module 2 after we finish the metric units of length for word problems. While I turn off this lamp, I'm going to post the observation email that I got from my principal. She observed me yesterday for about 20 to 30 minutes. This was more of a walkthrough observation, not our formal observation, but I'm just so happy about what she wrote because it truly was a great observation because the kids were engaged. They were either on iExcel, they were finishing up their Succeed book, they were playing mathematical games. Even like I had two students, I'll post a picture if I can. They were looking at the anchor chart. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much for doing that because it just gave me brownie points with my principal. And also I just love that the students are using the anchor chart. I do refer back to them just to make sure they know that it is there for them. Don't just, leave it on the wall. It's not a pretty face. It's, there for you to use. And so I do see them looking up, especially like the place value. When we did module 1, they did look up here as well as these little helpers. So definitely things on the wall definitely helps the students, not just like decor. We do have 2 birthdays coming up on Monday and Tuesday, so we might actually have some birthday parties because I know that usually when a birthday ends up on a weekday, we do have some birthday parties coming up. In fact, we actually had a birthday party because her birthday was on the 23rd. So we have September, 2 more birthdays in September, and then we have October birthdays. I'm gonna go ahead and head on home with my backpack here, and then I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.